Hey Ashley, how's it going? My name is Courtney, and in this video, I wanted to go over a few things you guys could do to help improve and bring in new pet owners to your business online. And the reason I'm doing this is because as a former vet technician, I know exactly how busy a veterinarian practice could get. It's just like not enough time in the day to go through everything that needs to be done. And online presence is typically the last thing on any of your mind. So I wanted to help step in and help out where I can. I noticed a massive growth opportunity for you guys in the Richmond area and just wanted to show you guys how to claim it. If you love the video, I'd love to chat. If not, no worries. I just wanted to help out. So first thing I'd like to cover is going into content on a website. So studies have shown that Google prefers for there to be at least 1,500 words on a homepage, and just like kind of shows like expertise. It gives enough information for Google to go on. It's not required to rank, but it is really, really big for Google. And in this content, you want to have what are known as keywords. These are just, words, phrases that people search up each day. You're probably familiar with it, that help resolve their issues or concerns. You can miss out on a lot of pet owners by not having these keywords and by not having them properly placed, okay? So just to give you an idea, everything that you see highlighted, this is what Google looks at when they come to scan your site. So any icons, images, logos, pretty much everything you want to make sure has the correct content, aka keywords embedded into them. So just to give you an idea, you guys are sitting at about a little over 1,200, which actually isn't bad. That's not a bad amount of content to have. Just a matter of, does it have the proper content? Does it have a proper keywords embedded into, right? And this is one of your top competitors in the area, Bonaire, and these guys are sitting at about a little 1,100. So you guys are slightly dominating them in this area. So congratulations on that. So to go more in depth, I wanted to kind of show you a little bit of, give you some ideas of what I mean by keywords. So over here, you see you guys currently have like about 520 keywords underneath your belt. And what this is doing, right? This is bringing in a traffic of 539 visitors to your website per month. It's not how many people book an appointment with you guys, but just how many people stumbled across, right? So just imagine how much more dialed in your website will be and how much more people will click, right, and actually call and book appointments with you guys. So just to give you like a little glance of some of your keywords. All right, so this is just COTA, right? And so a little bit of a tidbit with keywords. Keywords with your business name are okay. They're fine for branding and getting your name out there. It isn't ideal for new people in the area or people who just don't get out much, only because they don't know your business name, right? So it's not the best to rely on it heavily. And then with keywords, you want to get intentional ones. You don't want just any type of keyword, right? So you want keywords that people are searching up where they're going to be wanting to purchase a product, right? So these type of things they're best for giving information out, and it can lead to people wanting to book an appointment if they need to, but I'm going to give you an example of exactly what I mean, right? So one of your top competitors, Bonaire, again, these guys are sitting at about 952 keywords underneath their belt, and it's bringing them over 2K visitors to their website. And now what I want to do, I actually want to take a keyword, right? And then I'm just going to place it, I'm going to pop it right on in to Google. And here's an example, right? Veterinary Hospital, Richmond, VA, right? Now, what's so special about this keyword? So the nice thing about keywords for a local business is, you want to have, you're doing a service that you do, which is veterinary hospital, and you just want to have the location, right, which is Richmond, VA. So that's typically how a local business keyword works. So what we're going to do is cover this second part right here. And this is going to go into the second thing I wanted to cover, and that is citations, all right? And this section right here, this is called the map listing. This is basically where to your left, you can see your business name, address, and phone number are listed. And this is basically the area where you want to be, where you want to be, right? The ideal spot is to be in these three top areas. And the reason why is because this is where people click. The higher you are, the more clicks you get. And in order to get up there, you want to have what are known as citations, right? Which is just your business name, address, and phone number. distributed across hundreds of directories, right? So BBB, Yelp, CityStar, Facebook, and hundreds more. And the goal is you want to have more than your competitor because it'll allow you to have more authority than them from Google, and it'll allow them to trust you more, and they will bump you up a lot higher, right? So that's kind of a gist of how to do that. And there are tools out there that allow us to see what citations are pointing towards your competitors, and then we just go grab those for you guys. But we want to double or triple because we want it to take a long time for them to catch back up. So heading into the last thing I wanted to go over, and that is covering backlinks, right? And this section right here, again, you want to be in the top 3 results. And in order to get up there, you want to, because again, this is where people click. And in order to get up here, you want to have what are known as backlinks. And a backlink is when one website links to another website online. So basically, think of it as like a vote of confidence that a organization or an article or a blog that they can basically give to you guys by just directing people to your website by having like your website link on their website. So that's basically what a backlink is. And the goal is, though, you want to have backlinks, but not all backlinks are created equal. Some of them are a lot more powerful than others. And since you guys are in the animal care field, you want to have animal related backlinks going back to you guys. So, say for instance, a dog care blog, right? Discussing the importance of flea tick prevention and the best animal like hospital enrichment area to get these, right? That is very, very effective pointing to you guys versus say for instance a backlink from a Pizza Hut. Right? So it's like basically with context, right? So heading back over to SEMrush, just taking a look at your backlinks, you guys are sitting at about 714, and then your top competitor is sitting at about 812. And the idea about going after these backlinks is basically just, with tools like SEMrush, we can see what backlinks your competitors have, and then we just go grab those for you guys, right? So that's kind of the gist of how it works in that sense. So that's pretty much it for this video. Just wanted to make it short, sweet, straight to the point. Now with this video I provided, you can totally go with this information and do it yourself. I am totally happy and okay with regardless of what you decide. However, if you want someone who's done this a bunch of times and actually has been in the animal care field, I'd love to chat if you're open to it at 218-517-5513. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day. Bye.